We're going to take a look at Nano Banana, which is Google's basic AI editing tool and essentially like a VFX tool as well, which is pretty powerful that you can do some of the stuff now in AI. NanoBanana dropped a while ago, and now there's some other tools that are competing with it. So we're going to look at those and compare NanoBanana versus their competitors, which is SeeDream, actually 4.0, SeeDream 4.0. And then the newest on the block, well, newest for this type of workflow, is Reve or Reve. So some are saying Reve, some are saying Reve. And we're going to do basically creating this short film. So there's shots that I need to create character consistency and location consistency with. And that's always been pretty challenging in AI. It still is actually quite challenging, even with these tools, but it's getting closer to being more of reality to where we could do full scenes and characters. So basically what I did is I started in Midjourney first to create my images and then take them into things like NanoBanana and these other tools to get second angles, over the shoulder, backs of people, front of people, a bar scene, and I'll show you all that. Traditionally, to do this shot in AI is pretty tough to have consistency. Like, you could trick it to where the viewer probably wouldn't notice, but I want to see how close I can get with the consistency of the location and our characters. It kind of gets frustrating that it does this type of thing. But then I went to this other tool called Reve, which Reve is pretty cool. But I basically tried the same workflow in Reve and it brought him in, but it actually changed our guy, which was frustrating. However, when I did ask for a second angle of the bar, with the bar stools in the foreground and obviously the bar here in the background, it actually did it. I suggest just using Google Gemini for this because it's free. It's the cheapest way to do it. It's 1344 by 768, where you can get 4K out of the SeeDream. All right, so if I was to rank these, I'd probably rank the image quality the best out of NanoBanana. Workflow-wise, definitely Reve or Reve. Last place I probably would put Seedance, even though we're getting 4K and the images do look gorgeous for this shot because it nailed our character. Workflow-wise, Reve for sure. But overall images and getting what you want, I think it's going to have to go to Google Gemini, even though it was failing quite a few times. Overall, across the board, NanoBanana has been number one for me. Reve, I just hope it gets way better with the tools because the workflow is just outstanding. And Seedance is great because it has the 4K and it really nailed our guy. But it was the worst at giving us what we wanted. I'm actually going to be using them all